Good morning. I've decided I'm going to read you all a story. Now, I'm wearing a very special dress. This dress is actually called a storyteller's dress. And when I bought it, I thought, wow, that is just the dress for me. And it's got trees on it and little woodland creatures. And I'm wearing my Disney ears. No particular reason, but I just thought it was nice and cheerful. So the book I'm going to read is James and the Giant Peach. I'm going to read it in a few different videos, but this is the one for today. This is James Henry Trotter. He lived with his mother and father in a cosy little house by the sea, where he spent his days playing with friends, skimming stones, and sometimes just staring into the sky as pretty clouds floated by. It was a wonderful life, and on his 8th birthday he found himself at the water's edge, lying between his two parents, gazing into the seamlessly endless heavens. "Look," he said, "that cloud up there looks like a camel, and that one over there looks like a train engine." "And can you see the tallest building in the world?" his father asked. James was usually very good at identifying the pictures in the sky, but no matter how hard he looked, he couldn't see it. "Try looking at it another way," his mother encouraged. James gave her idea much thought, and then he tilted his head to the side. Now he could see it. There was a cloud that looked very much like the Empire State Building in New York. His father showed him a travel brochure of the magical city with its glittering lights and towering skyscrapers. "That is where we're going one day," his father excitedly told him, "on a great ship that will take us across the ocean, and we'll go right to the top of that building, the three of us, on top of the world." James stared at the picture with eyes full of hope and possibility. "It's a wonderful place," his father said fondly, "a city where dreams come true." Then, one day, a terrible thing happened. On a visit to the city, an enormous angry rhinoceros gobbled up his poor mother and father. They were dead and gone in 35 seconds flat. And now, when James was looking to the clouds, all he could see was a gigantic snorting beast with glowering eyes and a ferocious growl charging after him. It was an image that haunted poor James. His troubles had just begun, as he had to go and live with Aunt Spiker and Aunt Sponge, two of the nastiest, cruelest, most despicably ruthless creatures ever to walk this earth. Aunt Spiker was tall and bony, with sunken cheeks and a sharp, pointy chin. Aunt Sponge, on the other hand, was very short and enormously fat, with a white, flabby face that looked as if it had been boiled. Each morning, at the crack of dawn, they would enter James's tiny attic bedroom and screech, "Wake up, you lazy little bug!" They never called him by his name. In fact, they treated him as if he was no better than one of the insects living in the cracks on the floor. "Nasty little maggot!" they would shout, or "Disgusting little worm!" In their twisted minds, James was sent to live with them for only one purpose, and one purpose only. Work, 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 work! And work he did, from sunrise till sunset, chopping wood, polishing the car, hanging up the laundry, chore after chore after chore. James worked his tiny fingers to the bone. He was never allowed to leave, and no children were allowed to visit. It was a miserable existence on that barren old hill. The only sign of life was a gnarled old peach tree, which bore no fruit. And as time went on, James became sadder and sadder, and more lonely. The only reminder he had of his loving mother and father was the travel brochure of New York City.